It's a Mexican side saddle drill team, and it's called an Escaramuza, which pretty much the dresses that we wear are very humble dresses. They're made to they honor the Adelitas and the Soldaderas, which were the women that fought alongside the men during the Mexican Revolution. The actual sport of the Escaramuza, I believe, was started around the 50s, actually, in the charreadas, which is the Mexican rodeos. It's pretty much, it's always been kind of the dessert of the competition. You know, it was usually done for, like I said, just as a presentation. Nowadays, though, they actually do federate the Escaramuzas, and they have competitions and all of that for Escaramuzas. It involves a lot of practice. We have to practice at least once or twice a week, you know, every week. It's a lot of consistency and integrity from the girls. It is different than riding, you know, like a cowgirl or cowboy, where you're straddle. Here you're on a side saddle, so both of your feet are on the left side of the horse. So it does require a little more balancing technique, and so a lot of times it is harder for people that have learned to ride cowboy style to come and do this, just because they're used to having that balance. Well, this is a nonprofit organization, and it was pretty much started based on, it's a youth-oriented group, and it's a lot of the times it's young girls that start in the group, and also the men that accompany us as far as, you know, perform along with us. It's family-oriented, so it's the father and the son, or the daughters, and so on. So it's very family-oriented. All of us sisters participate in it, and we've also had other sets of sisters and different, you know, families just participate in it. And it was pretty much started, my mom started it, Janet Celaya, and she pretty much started it for that, just for something for the youth. We started this group in 98, I believe, the spring of 98, which is why we call it Flor de Primavera, because Primavera means spring. I think right now we're the longest running group, longest consistent running group. We train all of our own horses here in this group, and we've had almost every breed of horse, actually. Right now, you'll probably see in the group a lot of quarter horses, and some of them, one of them is mixed with Andalusian and quarter horse, and so on, but we've had other breeds. Quarter horse is usually the most calmest breed, and they're usually the best to work with for this type of environment. Well, I'm the oldest of the four. I started riding back when I was probably in 7th grade, so I was 12 years old. Now I'm 25, so it's been a while now. And throughout the years, as you know, as the years passed, then, you know, the next one joined, and then a couple years later, the next one joined, and now all four of us are involved with the group. The youngest is 15, so we're 10 years apart. Pretty much what we do is we show the skill of the horse, that he can go from a slow gallop, you know, a lope, to a full speed gallop. And we do precision drills, we do the figure eights, kind of like the vaquera, like sometimes you see the cowgirls, the quadrilles. It's pretty much the same type of routine. It's just done in a smaller arena, because it's a lienzo, which is usually smaller than the American arena. But we do perform in both, so we could do both. So people will see, you know, your figure eights, and your fan, you know, the abanico, which is very popular. So they'll see a lot of precision, a lot of speed. Our horses are very well trained with the reins, so they do very quick turns. We participate in the rodeo parade. We've been participating, I think, since '99 was our first year we participated. It's very fulfilling, you know, just to see, you know, when the girl first joins, it's always, usually little girls will join our group, like 7, 8 years, you know, and they'll stay until they're, you know, ready to go off to college. So it's really nice to see, like, how they grow and how they evolve, and, you know, they learn about, you know, being responsible and having integrity and being consistent and all those things, and it's really nice. It's nice to see them have, like, a lot of confidence by the time they're done, you know.